Hello everyone, my name's Alex and I'm a physiotherapist from Function, and welcome to this level 3 different strokes exercise class today. So as always, we want you to have an enjoyable and challenging class, but it's important for your safety that you exercise to the correct level. So level 3 classes are designed for individuals who have reasonably good movement in their affected leg, but may have some restricted movement in their affected arm. The exercises are going to be a combination of some seated exercises and standing exercises. It is a requirement for the standing exercises that you have a sturdy piece of furniture to hold on to for support. So this could be a kitchen bench, a table, or a sturdy upright chair. It's also a requirement that you have a family member, carer, or someone just available to supervise and assist you as needed with the standing exercises for safety. Right, so let's get started. So today we're going to be doing a lower body focus class. We're going to start with a little bit of a warm-up. So we're going to start a bit more dynamic today. So try and get our heart rate up a bit early on. We're then going to move into a bit of a mobilization, so trying to get everything loosened up and ready to move. We're then going to do today supersets. So supersets are basically 2 exercises we're going to do back to back. And we're going to do those a couple of times before then moving on to the next couple of exercises. So I'll go through this as we go. So they're going to be more lower body focused. And then we're going to do a little bit of a cardiovascular circuit at the end, just to give us that little bit of a blast before we finish. Okay, so let's get started. So we can start in a seated position, but if you would like to, you could start standing. So this is completely up to you. So either having a sit in a chair or standing with support. What we're going to do is we're going to start marching. So we're going to start marching our arms and our legs if we're sitting. If you are standing, holding onto a support, so this could be a chair, we're going to start marching our legs. Okay, so we're going to start just getting things moving. It's also very useful to have a drink nearby, so if you do need to stop and get a drink at any point, please do. And with all the exercises, again, I'm going to try and provide various options, but it's important to choose something that's within your abilities and that is at your own pace. Now, you might also find that these level 3 exercise classes might be feeling a little bit easy for you, so if they are, you could have a little look at the level 4. Or if they're a bit too challenging, then it's also always the option of looking at the level 2. But as always, we're wanting you to work within your abilities. Okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to go into some heel taps. So you're going to tap your heels. Okay, so if you're sitting, you can do the same thing as well. So you're going to alternate tapping your heels. So you can always, if you wanted to hold on with one arm, you can always get your arms involved. Alternately, you can hold on with both the hands. Straight into it today. Lovely. Keep those legs moving. Okay, now we're going to try and step to the side. So again, if you're sitting, you're doing some side steps in sitting. So we're standing, we are stepping to the side, tapping those feet out to the side. Again, you're moving at your own pace, so you don't have to keep up with me. Just trying to get things moving, get your breathing rate up a little bit. Really nice, so keep going with the side taps. And now we're going to go to some backward taps. So you're tapping your leg behind you. Okay? If you're sitting, what I want you to try and focus for this one is tapping your foot forward and then back. So you forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Alternately, you can just go to marching. Okay, so you're standing with me, keep going with these backward taps, squeezing your bottom, keeping your chest up nice and tall. Lovely. Keep it going. seconds. And then we're going to start with some movement. Gently get things loosened up. Lovely. Okay, so you can make your way down to a seated position if you want to. There is the choice if you want to stay standing for this bit, you can. But we're just going to start by doing some shoulder rolls. So if you're standing, you can just do your shoulder rolls backwards. Nice big rolls. And then let's change direction, so big rolls forward. Really nice. Lovely. Okay, let's try and do some backstroke. So arms going back. Big shoulder rolls. So just moving that effective side as much as you can. Really lovely. And we're going to come into front crawl now. So forwards movement. Really nice. Good, 2 more. Lovely. Okay, so if you pop your left arm on your leg, with your right arm, I want you to try and reach up and back as far as you can. So if this is your effective side, we're just trying to think about turning at the body. Okay, so if you can't reach your arm all the way out, don't worry. We're just turning at the body, thinking as if you're going to look over your shoulder. Reaching the arm out if you can, and then we're going to thread that arm through the other arm, looking down to the opposite side. This is called thread the needle. So if you imagine a needle and thread, arm is the thread, other arm is the needle. So we're going through the eye of the needle. So we're going up and out, and thread it through. Up and out, and thread it through. Feeling that rotation from your waist. One more here. And then we're going to repeat the other side. Up and out, thread it through. You might find that one side feels a bit tighter than the other side. That's completely fine. Just moving as much as you can and within your limits. Nice big stretch and through. One more here and through. Lovely. Okay, sitting nice and tall in your chair. Let's grow nice and tall. Think shoulders back, head high. And then let's round that back, reaching the arms forward, dropping the head. Grow nice and tall, shoulders back, head nice and high. Round your back, reach your arms forward, drop chin to chest. Shoulders back, head high, grow tall. Reach forward, round your shoulders, drop your head. Grow tall, shoulders back, head nice and high. Feel it stretch across your chest. And then reach your arms forward, drop your head chin to chest, round that upper back. Do one more here. Let's grow nice and tall, shoulders back, head nice and high. And then reach those arms forward, drop that head chin to chest, rounding that back. Lovely. Okay, let's go on to what we call an emu stretch now. What I like to call an emu stretch. I'm going to turn to the side just to show you. I want you to try and shuffle to the front of your seat. Okay, you're going to pop one leg out straight in front of you. The other leg's going to stay bent. With your arms, I want you to try and scoop down, reaching towards the ground, and then coming up. So imagine an emu pecking at the ground. So we're going down and up. Okay, down and up. The important thing here is we're keeping our back nice and straight. We're just bending from our hips. So if you only come to here and that's where you feel a stretch down the back of your leg, that is fine. Okay, that's just moving within whatever ranges are available to you. So everybody moves differently. Everyone has different degrees of flexibility. So most important thing, leg out straight, sitting up nice and tall, back nice and straight. We're reaching towards the floor and then up, keeping our head forward. Scoop down and then up. So feel that stretch down the back of the front of that, down the back of that front straight leg. Down, and then up. One more. Down, and then up. We're going to change legs. So straighten out the right leg. We're going to reach down to the floor, keeping the back straight, and then up. Good. Down, and then up. Down, up, down, up. Two more. Down, up. Last one. Down, and up. Fantastic. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come into a bit of a balancing exercise. So just to get a bit of a feeling of where our bearings are, a little work on our balance, activating everything around in our tummy muscles and our bottom muscles to get us ready for the main exercises. So if you come up into standing, okay, and work your way to being near your support, okay, so that could be your chair, your bench, something sturdy to hold on to for balance. Have your feet hip width apart, okay, so feet hip width apart, and try and make sure they're equal. So try to make sure that you're not standing with your weaker leg in front with most of your weight on your unaffected side. So bring your feet nice and equal, okay, and try and find equal pressure through both your feet. So think about where the weight is, try and make it even through the left and the right. So what we're going to do to start with is we're just going to work on bringing weight from one leg over to the other. So when we're doing this, I want you to think about standing nice and tall when you're bringing your weight. Think shoulders are kept over hips, and we're just shifting the weight from one foot to the other. So we're not wiggling our hips, we're keeping our shoulders in one position. Nice straight line, shifting our weight over to the right. So the left foot should feel light, and then back over to the left, feeling the lightness in the right foot. Try and keep the leg that you're shifting your weight onto nice and strong and straight. So squeeze your bottom, squeeze your thigh. But try not to let the leg lock back. Keep it a little bit soft. So we're just going to bring our weight side to side, trying to keep that nice posture. Now, if you want to, if you have the balance and the ability, you can try and make your hands as light as you can on your support when you're bringing your weight side to side. If you can do it and keep your hands off and be safe, then have a work on trying to do that. Again, make sure you've got your assistant nearby who can supervise your balance for safety. Okay, so we're just practicing that side to side, feeling the weight shifting from the right to the left. Now, you might find it's more challenging. A lot of people find it more challenging to bring your weight over and hold it on your affected side. That's the one to really focus on, keeping nice and long and strong. Fantastic. We'll do one more each way here. So really doing it, drawing the tummy in, keeping the bottom muscles working. Cool. Now we're going to have a go going backwards and forwards. So again, equal weight to both of your feet. Let's have a go at bringing our weight back to our heels. So the toes might lift a little bit, and then forwards to the toes. Heels might lift a little bit. So feel the pressure going to your heels, but try and keep it equal left to right, and then to your toes. Good. Again, feel where the weight is in your feet. And feel what you're having to do to try and control it. So when you go back, quite normal for you to stick your bottom out a wee bit to try and control your weight distribution. And then coming forward, going nice and tall. So try and keep as tall as you can. Rocking from heels to toes, keeping the weight equal through both of your legs. Do one more each way. Lovely, well done. Okay, so our first superset, we're going to do, so the first two exercises, we're going to do them back to back. So we're going to go straight from exercise A into exercise B. We're doing them for 45 seconds each. So it's how many repetitions you can get within the 45 seconds. So exercise A is a step and squat. So if you're holding your support in front, okay, you can hold this way. I'm just going to face you so you can see what I'm doing. We're going to step to the side, squat down, up, back to the middle. Step to the side, down, up, back to the middle. Now don't worry about switching sides because we will change over and do the other side on the second step. So side step, squat, up, back to middle. Just remember which way you step so you can do the other side the second time around. The next exercise we're going to do, so we'll do 45 seconds of those straight into a hamstring curl. So again, we're just going to focus on one side. Second round, we'll do the other side. So we're thinking about bending heel up towards bottom and back down, keeping knees in line. So it's a really good one to work on the muscles in the back of that thigh. If you find that really challenging and you can't lift your foot off the ground, you can come into sitting, okay, and practice sliding that foot back as far as you can underneath you and back to the start, okay? So if you really struggle on your effective side, you can come into sitting and do that. So we're going to do 45 seconds, and then after that, we're going to have a bit of a rest before we do it all again. Okay, so I'm going to get the stopwatch ready. 45 seconds, step and squat, get yourself ready, off we go. Out, squat, back, in. Out, weight even, bottom back on the squat, keep that chest up, and in. Out, squat, knees over toes, don't let them cave in, up and back. Step out, squat, again, keep your heels down as well, don't let yourself rock onto your toes. Up, squat, side, squat, up, back in. Side, squat, up, back in. One more, side, squat, up, back in. Okay, come to the position for your hamstring curl. We'll start off doing your left leg. Off we go. So I'm sitting or standing, left leg up, and then down. Keep that chest up and down. If you're near a kitchen bench, you can come nice and close and use the bench in front to kind of stabilize your knee if you have real difficulty stabilizing it yourself. I just want you to try and avoid coming up too far in front. Really think about trying to kick yourself in the bottom. Up and back, really nice, nice and controlled. Feel that working in the back of your leg. Up and back, lovely. Good, one more here. Lovely, okay. We're just going to have a little rest. Okay, so the next one we're going to go back into the step and squats, but to the other side. So if you stepped out to the left like me, we're next going to step out to the right. So I'm just going to turn my chair around. You can just stay facing the way you are. We'll just change arms, or just change ways that you're going. Okay, so we're going to have about another 10 seconds rest or so, and then we're going to go into the other exercise. Okay, so remembering we're stepping out to the side, squatting, up, and back in, then into the hamstring curl straight away. So ready? Off we go. So stepping out to the side, squat down, up, back in. Side, squat, up, back in. Good. Side, squat, up, back in. Remember, working at your own pace. Squat, up, back in. Lovely. So really keeping that chest up, sticking that bottom back when you're doing the squat. So imagining you've got a chair behind you. You're about to sit down on, you don't quite. Squat, up, and down. Now, if you don't manage to go so deep, you can just do a little squat here. That's fine. Okay. Lovely. Okay, we're going straight into the hamstring curls on the right side. So if you're sitting, make your way down to the chair, or standing, you can join in with me. Off we go. So right leg this time, heel to bottom. Now, if this is your unaffected side, you might find that the hamstring curl is easier. You're having to work a lot harder standing on your affected leg. So really make sure you are squeezing your bottom of your thigh on the left side while you're lifting your right leg up. So keeping nice and tall. It might be that you need to put your leg down, reshift your weight to the left, and then come up each time. Okay? But just nice and long and strong on that left side. So squeezing those hamstring muscles, keeping that chest up, One more here, and then we're done. Well done. Okay, we're going to go into our second superset now. So this superset, so while I'm talking, please grab yourself a drink if you need one. Okay, we're going to be doing lunges. So a lunge, if we're standing, facing, holding our surface, we're going to step our leg back, little knee bends, up and back in. So that's the option. You could step back and back in, or what we might do, so make it a little bit easier if you do struggle with stepping your leg forward and back, is to stand just with one leg in front and one leg behind, okay? And you just do little lunges here. Now, if you really struggle with having your feet that far behind, bring them in a bit closer and just work on little knee bends in this position, okay? So that will make it easier for you than having your leg further back. So again, we're going to do one leg, we'll swap over on the second set. The other exercise we're going to do is working on these muscles on the side of our hip. So we're going to work on bringing our leg out to the side and back to the middle. So when you're doing this one, I want you to think about keeping your toes forward, so try not to let them turn out to the side and try not to lean over. So keeping your body up nice and tall, out to the side, back to the middle. You should feel it in the side muscles on your bottom here and your hip. So but just try, it doesn't matter how far you go, as long as you can feel them working, okay? On your weaker side, if you really struggle with lifting off the ground, I want you just to think about stepping out and then back in, okay? So we're going to go into that one now. We're doing one each side, 45 seconds. So I want you to start with your right leg in front and your left leg behind the lunges, okay? Off we go. Little knee bend down and back up. Try and keep your chest up nice and tall. And draw those tummy muscles in. And really work on controlling it. With these ones, it's definitely better to get the control, quality over quantity, as they say. Better controlling the movement than it being uncontrolled and quick. Really lovely. We're nearly there. Let's do one more. Fantastic. Okay, we're now going to turn and we're going to do hip abduction. So that's moving your leg out to the side on the right leg. So off we go. So we're bringing that leg out to the side, toes forward, back in. Or if that's a bit tricky, we're stepping and back in. So out and in. Nice and controlled, chest up nice and tall. You can hold onto the support with both arms in front. I'm just facing you so that you can see me. Really nice, and really think about squeezing that hip. Try not to let that leg float forward either. Straight to the side, back in. It's also really good work for the other leg too. So make sure your left leg's nice and long and strong. You're squeezing your bottom on that side as well. Really nice. One more. And have a rest. Get yourself a drink if you need one, okay? So now we're going to go on to the other side. So this time we're going to stand with the left foot forward, right leg back, okay? And then we're going to go on to the left leg for the hip abduction. So grab yourself a drink, then when you're ready, we're going to come back to the chair, okay? So we're going to get yourself positioned. Left leg in front, right leg back. Okay. If we're ready, on, ready, set, off we go. Down and up. So left leg forward, right leg back. Keeping that chest upright. We're lowering down, just as far as you can control with this as well. I would prefer you to just do a little knee bend, even if your feet are here, a little knee bend, and control it, rather than doing a really deep one that you can't control. It's also okay with lunges for your back heel to be off the ground, but keep your front foot completely on the ground. You don't want to be coming too far forward. You want to just think about as if you're lowering your back knee down towards the ground, letting that front knee bend at the same time. Let's do one more here. Fantastic. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do your hip abduction on the other side. So left leg out to the side, holding your support as needed. Off we go. Left leg out and in. Or we're coming out to the side and back to the middle. Out and in. Lovely. Out and in. Good. Out and in. Fantastic, everyone. Well done. Good. Out and in. Out and in. Out and in. Really nice. Let's do 2 more here. Last one. Lovely, and relax. Okay, well done. Grab yourself a drink. So we're going to come into a cardiovascular exercise now. Okay, so what we're going to do for this bit, we're going to do 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, 8 times. So it's 4 minutes. So exercises we're going to do. If you are staying standing, we are going to do some side-to-side taps. Okay, or you can tap out to the side. If you're sitting, we're doing the same thing. So pick sitting or standing, it's completely up to you. Either way is fine. Side stepping as quick as you can sitting. So it's really nice and quick. You can even get your hands involved, reach the other way. Okay, and then the second exercise we're going to do is punches. Okay, so if you're standing, you can either hold the bench and punch one arm at a time. Or if you're sitting, we can try and punch both arms or punching your affected side as much as you can. Okay, so pick whether you're sitting or standing, okay? Whichever one you can move as quick as you can safely. And what's going to be a challenge for you. All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to go in, let me find my stopwatch. There we go. Hey, off we go. We are now side stepping. Sorry, bit of a quick one. 20 seconds. And 1. 5 seconds. 2 and 1. Lovely. Okay. Next one, punches. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Punches forward. Really get those arms going as much as you can. Or shoulders. Okay, as long as you're moving. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay, back to your side steps. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Side steps again. If the side stepping is a bit tricky for you, then just march. Whatever you can do, keep yourself moving nice and quickly. You've got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest there. Back to punches, and then you're halfway. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Punches. Get those arms moving. It's your last little push now. Keep it going. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Halfway. Okay, going again. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. We're going to side steps again. Reach those arms if you can. Let's move as quick as you can. Sitting nice and tall. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Oh, a quick blast this is. Okay, we're going to go to punches again in 3, 2, 1. Off we go, okay? Punching those arms. Come on, really punch them. Move those shoulders, move those arms. Just moving however you can, just going as quick as you can. Well done. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Oh, we're nearly there. Got one more round of each exercise. Back to side steps. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. We're back to side stepping again. Well done. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Lovely. Got one more lot of punches, and then you're done. Well done, everyone. And off we go. Punching those arms. Last thing. Sit. Really get those arms moving. Well done, everyone. Keep it going. Last little bit. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done. Lovely. Good little class to finish off with. Well done, everyone. So if we just want to have a nice little cool down now quickly, just want you to take some nice big breaths in through your nose, reaching your arms up if you can, okay? So reaching up as high as you can. And down. Lovely. And again, reaching up just as high as you're able to. Breathe in and out. One more nice big breath in. And out. Lovely. Okay, popping your hands in the face of your back or as far towards there as you can. We're going to think about widening those collarbones, squeezing those shoulder blades back together, looking up to the ceiling. Feel a nice stretch across your chest here. Nice breaths in and out. If you can hold your hands together behind, that's another nice way you can do this as well if you have the ability. Or alternatively, just have your hands on your lap and really try and stretch those arms on the armrest out to the side. And then we're going to hold our hands together in front, reach your arms forward as far as you can. You can slide them along your legs if you want. Round your shoulders, drop your head, chin to chest. Nice big breath here. Really nice. One more. Lovely, well done. We're just going to do a quick stretch for your hands now. So going back to that emu position, I want you to sit forward on your chair, straighten out one leg in front of you. Have your hands on the bent knee, sit nice and tall, hinge forward from the hips, keeping your back straight until you feel a stretch down the back of that straight leg. Hold it there. Nice big breath, really slow that breathing down. Really nice. Okay, we're going to change sides. So you're going to put your right leg out in front of you, hands on the bent left leg, sit nice and tall, hinge forward to feel the stretch down the back of that thigh. Hold there. Nice big breath. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Definitely earn a mince pie. And then come back in. Well done. I hope you've enjoyed today's class. Again, a slightly different format this week. Please give us a thumbs up if you've done the class and you've enjoyed it. Again, as always, if you've got any comments or feedback, please feel free to leave them below. It's always great to see what people think and how people are getting on with the exercises. I hope you all have a really nice rest of your week. Thank you very much for joining me for this level 3 class again today, and I will see you all next week. Thanks, guys. Bye.